Hello, I'm Elliot,
And I'm Logan Shea.
and we're here with Irish Sports Network talking about some postseason football. So Logan, what's your kind of like your overall summary of how you think this postseason is going to go?
I think we have high hopes for this postseason because if you just look at the school and in the school, just the mentality around the team this year, it's different than past years. You know, we're finally nationally ranked. We're ranked 89 in the country. You know, we're in a particularly weak division.
Yeah.
You know, with Washington State teams, they're not specifically good. So I feel like we got the skill players. We got Jason Brown, 4-star recruit. We got Sandra Afua, another 4-star recruit. Also got Kai Holick, who's on the come up, 3-star recruit. So we got players this year. You know, we beat every team we played. If you take, for example, we've only allowed 1 rushing touchdown this year as opposed to our 40 rushing touchdowns. And we've allowed 12 passing touchdowns throughout the air. However, I feel like with our corners, Kai McDonald and Sage Salapay, I don't feel like that would be a problem against Shorecrest.
That's
very
very
true. He doesn't seem to have much talent at the receiver position.
Yeah, that's very true. And speaking about Kai Holick, he just got his rating upgraded from an 84 to an 85.
Oh, good for him.
So he went up in the 247 sports.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah. He went up to 17.
Good for him.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of potential in Kai, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like with JB running behind Kai Holick this year, you know, Jason Brown Jr. has been able to rush for 1,300 yards
That's
on only
impressive.
100 carries. That's like 11 yards per carry.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's had 25 touchdowns through the ground.
It's
wild.
immaculate.
I know. I feel like our line's finally grown up. Because last year they were still young. You know, we had a lot of juniors. We had a freshman starting with Kingston. So I feel like that's where we struggled. You know, we just weren't mentally there enough. They weren't mentally there. They weren't experienced enough.
Yeah.
So now seeing the postseason last year, I feel like they're more prepared this year. And I feel like they're going to take it to Shorecrest this season. You know, because Shorecrest lost to Edmonds Woodway in their regular season, 21-0. And last postseason, I think it was the first round of the postseason, we beat Edmonds Woodway 52-20, and it was only 52-20. They only put up 20 points because we put in our younger guys in the second half. So
Yeah, that's solid.
I'm expecting a blowout. I don't really expect that much competition. However, they just got to come to this game ready.
Yeah.
And with some of the bad teams they played this year, like Lincoln, even those games, they came in with high intensity. Everybody was ready. Our fans showed out. Our fans have been showing out every year.
Love
so I feel like this year we're all behind the team. So the team's ready to go.
That's all you can really ask for, really. And I feel like the team's biggest challenge might be a little bit of cockiness, but I think they'll pull the mental strength together to power through any challenge that they face. Are there any other teams within our side of the bracket that would be like super challenging, like a tight game?
Well, they haven't released the bracket yet. However, obviously, if we play Eastside Catholic again, that would be a close game. But after seeing what we did to Garfield, the way we dismantled them, honestly, our only challenge right now is between Eastside Catholic, Yelm, and Bellevue. But Bellevue lost a lot of their guys last year. They lost their athlete, Anishan Daniels, who went to college. You know, Yelm, they lost that receiver that won them the state championship last year.
Yeah.
So all they really have is Braden Platt right now. And EC I don't know, they just don't seem hungry to me. So, or they just seem like the hungriest team. You know, they got their brothers behind them. So I feel like they're ready. Like the one weak point for us is just passing the ball. And heck, for the whole season, we didn't have our quarterback. And Anton, our backup quarterback, he honestly played well with the chances that he got, completing 58% of his passes, 4 touchdowns, no picks. I mean, I don't think we feel like you could ask for more. And getting our starting quarterback back this week, Luke, I would expect us to have a balanced attack, leaning more towards the run, but obviously with a little bit of passing there.
Do you think Luke Donald's going to be ready for the playoffs because he's been out for so long?
I mean, I think he will because, shoot, it's his senior season, you know?
Yeah.
He's trying to get them looks.
Yeah.
He's been waiting. He got that taken away getting injured in practice.
Yeah.
So he's obviously mad.
Yeah.
So he got a chip on his shoulder. He's ready to fight. And I think we're going to see the best Luke Dana we've seen in his entire time of the day. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. Speaking about kind of like the hunger factor you were talking about, Kai, I talked with him a little bit. He said that they're hungry to win every game by 21, and that kind of seems to be their like biggest goal. And a smaller goal for them is just definitely just stick together as a team, keep that team morale that they always have, and the fan base follows and they support that morale. And then you add in the West Seattle Stadium, the home field advantage, it gets rowdy.
Yeah, it's for sure gonna get rowdy because we got some rowdy players, we got some good players, and we got a rowdy defense too. Look at Pocky Crawford. He wasn't even allowed to play last year. First season in a year since his first year playing organized football, other than like JV last year, but since he played at Roosevelt. And honestly, he's hungry because they didn't let him play last year. And all season he has 43 total tackles, 7 of them being sacks.
Wow.
So he's ready. And David Schwartzel, who played mainly JV last year, has grown up. He's a sophomore this year. He got 2 defensive touchdowns.
Love it.
Same with Say Salopek. Same with Say Salopek. You can't throw his way, you can't throw Kyne's way. So where are you gonna throw? Nowhere. Say just 3 picks on the year. So I'm expecting fireworks from the O'Day team this year.
Yeah, man.
I'm expecting a lot of fireworks. We're ready.
We seem ready too, and a lot of the players around school they're really hyped, And I don't feel like last year or the year before that I saw that super hyped about it. But
they were sick.
Yeah,
they were sick too. Last year, a sickness went around O'Day, and a lot of the guys, they weren't feeling 100%, and we were just like counting down days. Okay, we're gonna get to state, but this year they're ready. You can see it in their eyes.
Yeah.
Every week it's like, oh, it's game day, and I think our senior class this year has really stepped up because last year, no offense to that senior class, but they were coming off COVID, and a lot of their high school was during COVID, so I think we're finally past that point of COVID where we're supporting, even when we know it's not going to be a great game, we're still showing up for the guys, still showing up in theme, still getting rowdy, I just don't know who can beat this team right now. We're 8-0.
I feel like we could clinch state, I feel solid about it.
Easily. I feel like we're going to run through these first 3 games of the bracket. Then once we get to the semifinals, obviously it'll be a challenge.
Right.
I don't know where they'll put the bracket. I don't know if they'll put EC on our side, but we're definitely going to play somebody good like Bellevue, Yelm, or EC between one of those 3 teams. And then, honestly, we beat that. We have the confidence and we prepare well with Monty having experience as a coach.
Yep.
Honestly, I feel like it's our time.
I do.
Because they should have won that COVID year, but
yeah. And they've been talking a lot too, like talking smack, low key.
Yeah.
But a lot of the underclassmen, they're ready to support the upperclassmen too that are thriving, and they feel like they can all pull it together and back up that talk, which is a crazy thing to say, but I feel like based on the proof from the season, it's just been crazy.
I don't know. I just feel like Seattle sports this year in general.
Yeah.
I just feel like even with them having an older team to look up to, like the Huskies right now, who are also 8-0. Like, I feel like just them looking at what they're doing in the college football scene, putting Washington on the map. That's what they want to do right now. Because I was talking to Kai last year, and I heard that they're gonna have like state games where the state champs are gonna play other state champs from other states.
Oh, that's cool. Kind of like nationals.
Yeah. That's what I'm not sure 100% on that, but that's what I heard from Kai, and so I feel like that's also hungry them.
Yep.
And I mean, they gotta get those guys a ring. There's too much talent not to get a ring.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Well, I've had a lot of fun, Logan.
Yeah.
A good chat with Irish Sports Network. I'm Elliot Failer once again, and
I'm Logan Shea.
Yeah.
Clocking out. Go Irish.
Roll Irish.